Ahoy, you all. Hello. It is Tees. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. So I was just listening to a video of a lady. She was speaking on marriages and black relationships in the U.S. And she was saying, she was like, she just really wanted to know, ask the women in particular, but the men were included in the video. She wanted to know, why is it hard for black men and black women to stay married? He said, why is it that, and if you do get married, then it's like you're first to get divorced. Why can't you keep a ring on your finger? It's like, what's going on with black couples to where they can't and won't stay married? She really wanted to know. She wasn't being messy or anything. And I was like, you know what? That actually makes sense. I watched maybe the first minute of it, and then I clicked off. I was like, you know what? I'm actually going to make a video because this is something that we need to talk about. Not necessarily saying you have to get married, because marriage is not for everyone, I used to believe in, I don't want to say I don't believe in marriage, but I believe in healthy marriage. I don't believe in saying, okay, I'm married just to say it, or I'm married just so I can point my ring finger at you, in to be spiteful. Because when it's time to talk trash about people, that's one of the main things they'll talk about. They'll either talk about, do you got a job? Are you this and that? Where's your man? Where's your husband? Where's your wife? You see what I'm saying? The reference, are you married? Do you have a job? Do you have money? Do you have, you see what I'm saying? They reference this material stuff. So again, if it doesn't mean anything, or if it's not real, or if it's not benefiting you, that's not something you should be throwing up in people's face. So I wanted to bring up this topic because basically the long and short of what's happening with black people, black community, black men and women, and even the children is we are falling for the traps. We're basically being set up, and we're falling right where they want us. Because haven't you noticed, you'll get people who swear that they're smart. It's your, and I don't want to include any other nations. I'm going to stick strictly with the black melanated community, particularly the American blacks. But what we have really bad, and what we don't understand, and what for some reason we're not clicking, is we are being set up for failure. So when they say the highest dropout rate, the highest prison rate, highest STD rate, can't stay married, fatherless home, ain't got a job, whatever it is, where they say, oh, the statistics told me, all in quote. And that's another thing too. You'll get your quote unquote educated, or your quote unquote smart black people that says, well, according to the stats, black women are #1 when it comes to getting rid of their baby. Okay, here's the thing. For the smart Negroes out there, who obviously are not that smart, because if you were, you would be able to analyze, okay, hey, who's taking these stats? Like me, if I were to be messy, and if I were to set up these people who swear that they're smart, if I were to set them up and put them into the stats, I would talk to each and every one of y'all smart Negroes. I'm gonna put this in air quote, smart Negroes that like to refer to the statistics. I will interview all of y'all and then come to the conclusion, hey, all of y'all are in a sick delusion. According to the stats, all of y'all quote unquote educated or quote unquote smart Negroes are actually not smart at all. In order to keep from saying dumb, you ain't smart at all, because you're not smart enough to take another analysis and say, hey, according to this stat, you only interviewed 2 or 3 people and then reach a conclusion about me. You see what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. We wear the face of negativity. That doesn't mean that we all are negative. We just wear the face for it, and we fall for the traps. When they say, oh, does Negroes like tennis shoes, they know what you will flock to. So basically, when y'all are trampling people for Jordans or for Hot Wings or 40s, whatever it is that Negroes love, then they're going to say, oh, well, according to the stats, 90% of Negroes will kill you over Hot Wings and chitlins. You see what I'm saying? Which is not true, because all of us don't even eat Hot Wings or chitlins. But according to the stats, they must have went to Chicago or went to somewhere where it's predominantly black, and put a piece of chicken in front of the, 90% of Negroes ran to this, or 90% of Negroes did a drive-by. And no, that's not true, because you only interviewed one bundle of folks, and they represent all of us. Because these, again, remember when I'm referencing back to the quote-unquote smart Negroes, or the quote-unquote educated, they will hold up the stats. According to the DDC, or according to BET, 90% of Negroes like this or that. And I'm thinking, like, first of all, this is where you have to use your critical thinking. Who did the analysis? Who did they analyze? And did they analyze everybody? And the answer is mystery, and hell no. You don't know who the hell they in. They could just be pulling something out of their ass. And you don't know because you're not doing your own research. You're just running with the stats. According to the stats, this, and that. And here's the game. Those stats are there just to set you up for failure. Again, if I wave a piece of chicken in front of you, 90% of niggas about killed me over this piece of chicken. You see what I'm saying? Do you see how that works? I didn't interview everybody. I just interviewed the select few, the ones who I know are going to fit the description, or the ones who I know are going to pretty much be the stereotype, so to speak. All statistics are stereotypes. I'm just confirming the stereotype. You see what I'm saying? They'll say, 90% or this, and that don't get married, or this, and that are divorced. This, and that come from a fatherless home. 70 to 80% of the children don't know their father. Almost 100% of single mother households destroy their children. Now, which that could be partially true, but don't just say, 80 to 90%, because I'm sure now I understand, now from what we can see, we probably say, okay, that's probably true from me. Okay, because maybe I grew up in Chicago, maybe I grew up somewhere where I'm set up for failure. You see what I'm saying? So if they say that 90% of black men and women and children get arrested, that's because that's who's on the radar. That's who's on the radar. When I say, hey, stop, there's a thug, or quick lock your window, I'm not talking about the school shooter. I'm talking about Jamal and LaQuisha and little LaQuante. You see what I'm saying? When they say 80 to 90% of Negroes have the fatherless home, again, that goes for who fell for the trap. Who fell for the trap of the fatherless home? Who fell for the trap that the women, you have to have a baby in order to be successful, or in order to get food stamps, or in order to get a place to stay? That's all based off who fell for the trap. As far as the men, who fell for the trap to say, like, okay, you don't, to actually believe that you don't have to be there for your children. You see what I'm saying? Some people fall for the trap, and that's called being a part of the cycle. You're a part of the problem, pretty much. Like I say, if I'm setting you up for prison, if I'm setting you up to be miseducated in school, if I'm setting you up to not have a job, to not be married, or to be unhealthy and toxic, that's based off who fell for the trap. That's not based off statistic. That's not saying, hey, okay, we just all can't get right, or we're all just lazy. That's not damn true. And so for you get these foolish black people that want to hold up those stats as if that's not something that's used against us. Again, I can do my own stats and interview all of y'all Negroes that call yourself smart. And if I interview all of you, I will reach the conclusion, from my professional opinion, that all of y'all quote unquote smart, educated Negroes are actually the dumbest niggas this side of hell. And that's gonna be, and that can be proven too, in science and from one of your top scholars. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't do our research. We go based off what Massa told us. And like I said, we don't even do the research. First of all, where the hell did you get these stats? If you didn't interview every single nap in this world, or every single nap in this country or in the state, don't go giving numbers talking about, this, and that. That's called reaching conclusion. And then that's called stereotyping. Because again, I can go back to y'all quote unquote educated, or your doctors, or your niggers that think that they survived, or think that they have arrived. And I can, according to these stats, all of your successful niggas are useless. They ain't smart, and really they're token Negroes. Really they're puppets for Massa. And more than likely that's very well true. And like I say, all it takes is for you to do real research, and then to boil down, come to the conclusion that I'm actually right. Because y'all don't do research. All it takes is for let Dr. Fauci or something give you a stats, y'all gonna run with it. Y'all not gonna do research because Dr. Fauci, aka Massa, told you. So therefore you run with that, and now you think you're smart because the overseer told you what's going on. Now they might know what's going on. They don't know the numbers. They know what's going on because they're the ones setting up the traps. And like I say, we don't see them as the ones setting us up for failure. We see them as the savior. You see what I'm saying? So when we come through and trot around like you're so smart and you're successful and you have arrived, please reevaluate yourself, because you're not. If you can't do full research, if you don't know how to do critical thinking, and if you don't know how to read between the lines and see things for what it is without being delusional or without lying to yourself, then please don't call yourself educated. Please don't call yourself being someone who people go to for advice, because that's how you lead people to slaughter. You know? Now, what are the stats for the Negroes that literally leave their nation, go into other nations, and become destroyed? You see what I'm saying? They leave out the parts when it becomes detrimental. They love telling you how dumb you are, this, and that. Oh, well, y'all black women, all y'all want to do is this and that. Black women, black men ain't shit. Y'all got so much to say, but nobody's smart enough to break down who is the common denominator. Who's setting us up for failure? Who? And let's just say we all just are. We all lazy. We don't want to do nothing. This and that. Where's the help and therapy? Clearly, we need help, right? If we all say, no, we lazy, no, we want chitlins, no, drive by instead, no, something is wrong. And if something's wrong, where's the help? You don't have any help, but you can sit there and talk about us like a dog with your fake ass CDC statistics in your damn hand like you're so freaking smart, and you're not. You're part of the damn problem. And that's why your ass is on Fox News, because you're part of the damn problem. Massa needs you to help put us down. You see what I'm saying? So to your Anton Daniels, your Charleston White, or any of these other token niggas that are on TV, that think that they're smart, and that's a keyword, think that they're smart. These are about the dumbest people you'll ever meet. Because they are. They only see one side. True geniuses analyze the whole situation. Okay, it looks like this, and that going on, but what's going on over here? You have to analyze the whole thing. You can't just say, oh, the blacks are the problem, and America does no wrong. We have the collective problems based off what's going on in America, based off the traps that are set up. That's why most of us are in prison, because prison is for us. It was built for us. You see what I'm saying? Black homes are tore up because they don't want black unity. Haven't you noticed that? No one praises black man and black woman coming together for a union. That's scary to America. But they will praise that black man laying up with that pink woman, or they will praise the black woman laying up with that pink man. Ooh, go girl. Hey, black girl magic. You see what I'm saying? She'll get all the praise in the world. You let two nappy-headed men and women come together to have to make them nappy-headed children, that'll scare the whole damn world. If we all literally wake up and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to wake up and smell the roses. We're going to wake up and we're going to come together and create strong black families or strong black unity. This whole world will stop, and they'll destroy us in one breath. So for y'all fake ass, think y'all smart, think y'all know everything, statistic loving niggas, do the statistics on that. Where's the praises to the black on black relationship that actually do have a strong foundation, to where their children are not in trouble, they're at home with their mother and their father. Mother and father love each other, have a beautiful solid home. And like I said, that's what's being destroyed, that beautiful solid black home. The black nuclear family is being destroyed. Nobody's reading the stats on that, unless it's to put you down. Oh, y'all can't stay married. The black man is this, the black woman is shit, left the children for dead. You see what I'm saying? We got this and that to say, but then let a black man be laying up with a pink woman, or a black woman laying up with a pink man, she gonna get all the praises in the world. Nobody's gonna talk about oh, be careful, the stats said this and that. No. What America fears is strong black nuclear family, meaning black man with the black woman, black children at home with their parents, not out there terrorizing the world. There is no single mother. There is no single father. But notice how that there is single mothers, single fathers. Ain't nobody batting an eye. Children out there left for dead in the streets. Nobody bats an eye. But again, you want to pull out those stats. Where's the stats as to what we were doing before we became single mothers? Before we became single father, before our children were left for dead? What happened? Where's the stats on when we went from wearing suits to wearing bikinis out in damn public? Men walking around with their asses out. What's the stats on that? Y'all smart ass Negroes. Put the stats on that. What happened with that? Was that an American thing, or the niggas just decided to go crazy overnight? Here's the thing. What most niggas, do the stats on this. Most Negroes look up to Massa because their history has been stolen from them. And when they're looking up to Massa, they look to Massa to say, hey, what's appropriate for niggas to be doing? So when Massa give you hot wings, chitlins, and 40s, don't look down on the black men and women for wanting to feel like something in America. Because again, we have been stripped. We went from being the rulers and the leaders. Now we're back to eating out the garbage cans. Please don't kick the black community in the head. We're in critical times right now. Go from being the rulers. Now we're eating out the garbage can. Been answering the master for at least I would say, is it the millennium? Was it millennium? Is it 1,000 years? I would say at least 500 years. We've been under master's reign, basically being controlled by someone else. And within that time, we've lost ourselves and we lost our history. Because if we really knew who we were, we wouldn't be participating with these stats. We wouldn't be going to master to ask him what's appropriate and what's not, or is this okay, or basically going to them for approval. No, but we're sick. We're mentally ill right now. We have lost ourselves right now, and we are being deleted from history. So with that being said, do your stats on that. On what the hell were we doing before slavery? What the hell were we doing before we became Cardi bitch, or before the men became sissified? You see what I'm saying? Before y'all would rather leave y'all children, men, women, and children for dead so you can lay up with your oppressor. Do the stats on that. So again, I don't want to hear y'all niggas try to act like y'all so smart. Oh, I'm educated. No, you're stupid. You are. And this is not to be rude. This is just to give you the nasty naked truth. Since you want to refer to stats, you want to have proof, and you want to be backed up by paperwork and Dr. Fauci, back this up. You don't have to do stats on this one. Just do your own research, because you're supposed to be so damn smart. Do your own research. And just know that here in America, Negroes will be set up for failure. There is no such thing as being successful without a fight. And then y'all want to come through like, oh, all you got to do is work. People come here, they come here from overseas and outwork y'all and outdo this and that. Okay, guess what? People who are already here and people who swim here for a better life, these are two different people on two different journeys. Do not compare who's already here versus who swim here for a better life. When people come here, they come to take from us. We were already here. Look at where we're at now. We didn't hand over this stuff. At least not all of us. You see what I'm saying? So we're here just sitting duck right now. Go from being the rightful owners and rulers, now we're sitting duck. When people come here, they don't come here to help us. They come here to colonize and take over. And that's what happened. That's why people swim here. They swim here to colonize. They don't swim here to say, okay, well, no. And it's not about what we don't want. We didn't want it, so everybody else come and get it. Yes, we do want it. Yes, we do want it. This is the whole point of people coming here. That's coming here to take from us and to push us out. You see what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with, well, since y'all don't want to do it, somebody else got to do it. No. We are the free labor. So don't tell us what we didn't do. Okay? To y'all dumb Negroes out there, and I understand y'all getting paid by massa to do this, but like I say, you better be willing to take that fall too, because you're going to take the fall for massa as well. I know a lot of y'all, like your Anton Daniels, Charleston Whites, and other niggas out there, y'all love to get y'all pat on the head from pink people. Or you going to get your pat on the head. You can get a pat on the toe too, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So it's only so long that you can play the fiddle for massa. I'm the right-hand man. I'm the right-hand woman. Like your Candace Owens. It's only so long before she can get out there thinking she doing what she want to do. Like I say, y'all better wake up and smell the roses to what it really is. And stop lying to yourself, because you know what's really going on. You just like to get a reaction out the Negro community. And that's one thing you don't want to do. You do not want to kick somebody when they're down. That's very dangerous. No matter who you are. Pink, black, orange, yellow. I don't know who the hell you are or what the hell you think you are doing. But again, if you're not helping the problem, sit your ass down and stop entertaining the problem. Now, with that being said, do the statistics on that. What are the statistics on Negroes being, how can you be the smartest and the most foolish people in the world? Come on now, that's called, well, maybe we were the smartest people. We had to get brought down a peg. Somehow, some way, we lost ourselves, allowed the serpent to get in the mix. Now we're back to eating out the garbage cans. Now, with that being said, this is time to get help now. Not time for the mugs to be talking trash. Talking trash, 100% insults and 100% criticism. 0% improvement or 0% solution. If you're that type of Negro, you might want to shut your damn mouth while you're ahead. And be well and be safe.